What if I told you a British car once aimed to beat America at its own game? A car with bold styling, high-tech features, and speed record credentials, but still ended up nearly forgotten? This is the story of the Austin A90 Atlantic, one of the most ambitious and misunderstood cars of the post-war era. Today, we're diving deep into 10 shocking and brilliant secrets that reveal why this car was way ahead of its time and why it ultimately disappeared from the spotlight. Smash that subscribe button like you're dropping the clutch on a 50s Roadster, and let's get started. Number 10. The car that tried out smart Detroit. The Austin A90 Atlantic wasn't just another British coupe. It was created to challenge the American auto market directly. After World War II, Britain needed exports, and the U.S. was the prime target with its booming car culture. But American buyers wanted glamour, size, and innovation, not conservative British loons. So the Atlantic featured wide chrome bumpers, sweeping lines, and twin, flying-a-hood ornaments, a playful nod to American excess. Its design was unlike anything Britain had made before. Yet, competing with Detroit's powerful V8 cars proved far tougher than Austin expected. Number 9. Forgotten hero of Indy Speedway. In 1949, Austin brought two pre-production A90 Atlantics to Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Not to race, but to make headlines. The cars smashed 63 speed and distance records during a tough endurance test, including average speeds over 5,000 miles in a 7-day continuous drive. This was a major engineering triumph, proving the Atlantic's durability and stamina. However, instead of becoming famous in America, the achievement was largely forgotten. Limited press coverage and public distraction meant the Atlantic quietly returned home. Today, few know that a British luxury car once conquered Indy, making it one of the greatest overlooked feats in automotive endurance. Number 8. A sports car hiding in plain sight. At first glance, the A90 Atlantic looks like a luxury cruiser, not a performance car. But beneath its polished body was a 2,660 cubic centimeters inline, 4-engine with twin SU carburetors, delivering 88 brake horsepower and 140 lb-ft of torque, modest by American standards, but strong for post-war Britain. This engine is important because it later powered the Austin Healey 100, one of Britain's most iconic sports cars. Though the Atlantic never gained racing fame, its powertrain shaped a generation of performance cars. In essence, the Atlantic was a sports car hidden in plain sight. Number 7. Tech toys no one saw coming. In 1950, most cars, even expensive ones, had basic features like roll-up windows and manual convertible tops. The Austin A90 Atlantic, however, offered hydraulically powered windows, a power convertible roof, and an illuminated dashboard with elegant central gauges. These luxury features wouldn't be common until a decade later and rivaled those in top American models. They weren't just flashy. They worked reliably and added to the Atlantic's futuristic charm. Unfortunately, many buyers didn't trust or understand this advanced tech, making it a marketing challenge rather than a selling point. Number 6. Color schemes that shocked Britain. In the late 40s and early 50s, British cars were mostly dull blacks, grays, and dark greens. The A90 Atlantic broke the mold with bold two-tone metallic paint jobs that shimmered in sunlight. Austin offered wild combos like metallic bronze and cream or seafoam green with silver highlights. For British drivers, this was rebellious. The colors looked more like American jukeboxes than typical British cars. Some loved the daring look, others were shocked. But one thing was clear, the Atlantic wasn't trying to blend in. Its colors were made to stand out on American roads, even if it upset traditional British tastes. Number 5. Style to fail? The design flaw that killed it. Sometimes, beauty comes at a cost. The Atlantic sculpted body, with deep fenders, recessed lines, and flowing curves, looked stunning but had a major flaw. It trapped moisture. Water, mud, and road salt collected in hidden chassis corners. Without factory rust-proofing, corrosion spread quickly. This problem wasn't obvious at first, but after a few winters, owners saw bubbling paint, flaking metal, and weakened frames. Many decided it wasn't worth repairing. The Atlantic styling, the feature that made it unique, also made it vulnerable. On humid, salted roads in the UK and US East Coast, it became a mechanic's nightmare. Number 4. From showroom to spare parts bin. When the Austin Healey 100 debuted in 1953, it was an instant hit. Buyers loved its sleek look, sporty feel, and notably, the same 2.7L engine from the Atlantic. This success had a downside. Atlantic owners and racers began stripping their cars for Healey parts. It started with engine swaps, but soon expanded to drivetrains, dashboards, and suspension parts. Combined with rust problems, many Atlantics became donor cars, sacrificed to keep Healeys running. By the late 1950s, the Atlantic had mostly vanished from garages, surviving only in pieces. A forgotten hero turned spare parts source. Number 3. The mystery of the missing headlight. One of the rarest secrets of the Atlantic is its early prototype design. Some pre-production models had a center-mounted third headlight between the main pair, like the Tucker 48 or later Citrons. It was a bold, futuristic idea. Why? Theories include better visibility, nighttime symmetry, or simply making a statement. Whatever the reason, the idea was dropped before mass production. Only a few prototypes were made, and even fewer survive today. Spotting an Atlantic with a third eye is like finding a unicorn, a quirky reminder of Austin's willingness to break convention. Number 2. Thousands built, nearly all gone. Austin made 7,981 Atlantics between 1949 and 1952, a good number for a luxury export. But today, fewer than 300 survive worldwide, and even fewer are roadworthy. Rust, neglect, part scavenging, and little market support cause a decline. Unlike popular models, the Atlantic didn't spark a restoration culture in the 60s or 70s. Most were left to decay. Only decades later did collectors realize their rarity. Today, restored Atlantics command high prices and often stand alone at car shows as prized, rare classics. Number 1. The flop that changed British cars forever. Though the A90 Atlantic failed in the US and had a short life, it changed British car making forever. It proved British companies could create cars with global appeal, bold styling, comfort, and risk-taking. The lessons from the Atlantic shaped future successes. Jaguar, Triumph, and BMC took note. The Atlantic style influenced the Jaguar XK120. Its drivetrain paved the way for the Healey partnership, and even the 1959 Mini benefited from this export-focused mindset. By failing boldly, the Atlantic taught the British car industry how to succeed smartly. The Austin A90 Atlantic wasn't just a car, it was a daring gamble. It mixed luxury with innovation, design with ambition, and history with heartbreak. Though it disappeared from showrooms, its legacy lives on in every British car that dares to be different. Which secret surprised you the most? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more forgotten automotive legends brought back to life.